A guy or a woman alike, pickup artists are the worst. Imagine you're out there, right, minding your own business. Somebody all of a sudden comes up to you, and the two of you hit some sort of bond right away. You feel like this person likes you, is appreciative of your character. And the dialogue goes something like this. You know, I've never felt this way about anybody before. I feel like I can really open myself up to you. I feel like you're really a special person. I don't know, is this fate maybe? I can't believe we've met this way. I think I kinda like you. Say, could I get your number? And you're like, oh shit, I like this person too, and you know, usually people that do this are somewhat attractive. They are attractive and I feel like I could like this person potentially. Oh wow, and you start feeling nervous and you start feeling your heart shake all of a sudden. And you give them the number and they say, hey, it's for a camera. Look, you see the camera over here? Thanks though. They say, can I put you on the video? Like, can I put you on blast in front of everybody's? How, you know, how I could get your number, like how fucking easy you are, you know, fucking, like I didn't mean the thing, like the things that I said, like whatever. I was just to get your number. I don't actually care about you like that. Hey, but you're cool though, and like, it's gonna get a lot of views, like, you know? You know, I almost hate this more than hookup culture. At least with hookup culture, you're not kind of lying to anybody. You're not manipulating feelings or emotions in someone's heart. Sure, it does not serve either of you on the long term and it actually makes you more miserable, but you're not directly closing in the options for the future for that person. Because when we approach somebody and it takes them courage to give you the phone number, or they may feel happy about you approaching them. If you all of a sudden say, oh, I'm just kidding with you, what do you think that's going to do to that person? It's going to make them a whole lot more close-minded for the future opportunities of people that mustered the real courage after having real interest to come up to this person and express how they felt. Now they're going to be reluctant of actually ever giving anything up, and as well as mistrustful of these things that come their way. And bear in mind, when a person actually likes you, it takes a lot of courage for them to come up to you. We all know this. And now all these people that have been kind of victims to this disgusting pickup artists are going to be very wary of whether or not this person's actually interested in you, or if they're playing some sort of prank by their friends or something like that. And if it's for the sake of entertainment that we watch these videos and whatever, then we need to understand that this is at the expense of a person's feelings. So it's not right. Not only that, but it usually comes from narcissistic people that, I don't think highly of themselves. There's a guy that does the thing called looks maxing, and I believe that he just goes around and, I don't know, just gets attention from girls and then posts it on the internet like, look at how cool I am. What the fuck, dude? And there's another one that I saw recently in a beta squad video, and I did some research. And so one of the problems, one of the reasons that I wanted to make this video is that it's so disrespectful to women. I've seen it way less. There's way less of a market of women doing this to guys, because we know how easy and whatever it is, it's not really the same kind of dynamic. But I've seen how this guy just disrespects women in some sense. I'm not going to be some sort of white knight and say whatever. Well, the women in the videos are at fault, of course. Like, they're letting themselves be disrespected like that. They're kissing people they've only just met. They're doing all sorts of things. But if you're a man, you ought to be more responsible. You ought to have a character that's worthy of masculinity, of leadership. But these people are far from it. And I understand a lot of people that watch these videos, they don't have the opportunities or the likeliness of ever approaching a lifestyle where they can be this person, no matter where they actually have all these options. That doesn't mean that these options and whatever are cool. These men are lame. And I'll say it again. These men that go around picking up girls for the sake of videos, or even just in general, are lame. They are unfulfilled, unsatisfied, empty and hollow. They do these things, in fact, for other men validations, but they don't really have men friends. Not good ones, at least. And they are far from masculine and far from admiration worthy. You should not direct your attention or think of them as role models. They are pathetic, scummy, and should not be seen in any other light. They put forth poison, and the women that appear in these videos, when they contribute on all these things, just makes them even less desirable for a good man. Or maybe they will get with a good man, but think about how that guy would feel. It's like saying a past doesn't matter. Sure, but if you worked your whole life to make sure you didn't have a bad past, you would want the other person to also not have a bad past. So if you have a bad past and they have a bad past, sure. But these men are actively just handing out bad past to everybody. I do not want my future wife to ever have appeared in some sort of video like this where a guy comes up to her, they just met, and he kisses her or some ridiculous shit like that. So I wanted to make this video right here kind of more to point out the fact that you should not aspire to be one of these guys that picks up many chicks. That is nothing admirable about this. I'm not coping or anything. You can have your opinion in the comments, it's cool, but I have nothing to prove, and I must have, as a matter of fact, I don't want women. I just want a wife, right? I'm not looking for girlfriends. I don't care. No, nothing before marriage. I don't even want to shake your hand. I don't even want to meet alone with a woman if there isn't third parties there between us. And as a little plot twist, as always, I don't want to seem like I'm completely against the idea of making this as some sort of content type. Obviously, from a religious point of view, no, it's wrong, whatever. But let's say that you wanted to prove that a shy person can still go out there and talk to women even if they're shy and stuff, if you're a man, or the inverse. You go through a video, there's this guy that I saw, his name is Jamie Knight, or something like that. Or McKnight, fucking McNugget, I don't know. But, so he made a video where he changed the title, but he was supposedly going to go to talk to 100 women. He spoke to one woman, and they hit it up, and he liked it. And then he kind of stopped. He recorded a few microtransactions again, but then like cut them off. And he said that it was because it just felt uncomfortable. It didn't feel right, and it was too much for him. And honestly, this is way better. Let's say that I wanted to make a video on how to get girls. I wouldn't go out and talk to like 20 different girls until they all said yes, and I got like 20 numbers on my cell phone just to be like, yeah, here, it works. No, that would be disrespectful, because in the first place, you ought to do these things if you're truly interested. Not for the sake of the video, not to whatever. Be authentic with your own feelings. Otherwise, you're spoiling your own feelings and the feelings of others that you're generating. They were fine before they met you. Now you use them for a video when you didn't actually mean the things you wanted to pursue when you asked for the phone number and etc. So if I was to make the video, for example, I will go, maybe I get rejected on the first case. Okay, fine. And on the second, maybe still. I go to a third girl and she gives me the number and we hit it off, and I say, look, this is actually like a video for me to come out of my shell a bit more. And I recorded it, but I do mean what I said, and you will see it in the video if you want to check it out. And blah, 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 blah. You know, can we actually go on this date that we talked about? And then that'll be it. If she says no because she didn't like how I came across, cool. If she says yes, I will stop the video right there too. Because, bro, what are you going to do? Go out with 20 different girls, 20 different dates? Like, it's just wrong. Or what, just lie to them and say, oh, when I called you beautiful and when I said that I felt something special when I saw you, I was for the video, you know, like, but I didn't mean it, you are beautiful. Bro, like, shut the f*** up. And look, it may just be that you find this very entertaining as content, but if you feed it too much, your own view of the dating pool and all these things will be distorted. You will feel probably a little bit of disgust towards men or women who are easily being picked up or whatever the term. And I feel like, oh man, there's no point in me becoming a person of good values, for there are no more good values in the world. And simultaneously, you are also, of course, feeding the people that are doing these bad actions. It's like watching somebody gamble. Why would you do that? Just so they can earn more money and then gamble more? But look, I'm not here to tell you what to watch and what not to watch. I can't force you at least, but I can suggest what is good and bad, and these things are bad. These people aren't good. Well, at least not right now. They are a bit lost and they ought to have some guidance. So do not glorify these types of pickup artists. Do not pretend that they are cool. They're not cool. They're miserable. Anyhow, a little bit of a rant compared to my usual videos, but I did want to make this point because, I mean, they're less popular than before these videos, but also the people that are now coming up as pickup artists and of the like are way more disgusting than they were like 5-6 years ago. That being said, strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.